So, I'm going to Brazil in about 10 days. Now, I've gone into 5 grand, no, 7.2 grand worth of debt in order to make it happen. Now, you might think I'm crazy, I'm 19 years old, what's the point? While everyone's going into, let's say, 40 grand of debt in order to, like, get in uni or whatever it might be, minimum 40 grand, by the way, I'm taking a bet on myself. Now, why? Spent 5 grand on a mentorship. This event in particular is 3.5k USD, so this is more for me. So let's say 3.5k USD, it's about 5k AUD, flights and everything as well. It's about a 10 grand AUD trip all up. Now, why am I doing it? First of all, with all of the bonuses included in terms of like networking, the value that I'm gonna get, etc., it's a no-brainer. In my mind, I decided, because a limiting belief was holding me back in terms of that's a lot of money, I decided from now on, I'm going to make decisions from a place of where I will be, not where I am currently. So the version of me that's making 50 grand a month, he wouldn't even care about spending 10 grand on this trip. Like, that's probably his rent, right? Potentially. Depends how dumb he is. It depends on what the return on investment is. But point being, I made a decision in my mind, like, would I regret doing it? Probably not. Would I regret not doing it? Absolutely. So when people let that fear like creep into their mind, like I did, I was like, man, this event, it's I feel like I'm gonna miss out, but it's also like 10 grand, it's a lot of money, and I don't want to go into that debt, etc. A lot of people let that overcome them, and the truth is everybody feels a certain level of fear to some extent, whenever it might be. Confidence and bravery is doing the action regardless of how you feel. It's like discipline. It's easy to be disciplined when you don't have an opportunity to not be disciplined. It's easy to be confident when you don't have an opportunity to not be confident. For example, the guy who says I would never cheat on my wife, but he never has the opportunity to cheat on his wife, it's easy to say it. Whereas for a guy who has millions of opportunities throughout the year, let's say, that's actual loyalty to his wife because he has to turn her down a lot. Same thing for this. It's like, yo, I had that nervousness. I was like, man, it's a lot of money. I feel like I'm going to be behind. I'm going to have to do a lot of different things in order to make it work. I'm going to have to go into debt. And what would the future version of me do? And if you're struggling on sales calls with people who are fearful and etc., and you act out of fear in yourself in terms of decision making, you need to overcome your own limiting beliefs first before you can close them. For me, I had someone the other day where it was, man, what if I fail? But also, like, this is a lot of money. It would suck right now if I did that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. But for you, like, what's the cost of staying the same? And then it's like, okay, from there, which one's worse for you? Okay, so everybody feels the fear, knowing that you're going to feel the fear regardless of where you are, regardless of which coach you sign up with, regardless of whatever the program looks like. Are you going to let that fear hold you back? Are you going to step into it? Are you going to push through regardless? Because you're always going to feel the fear. So what's the difference between now and waiting another few years? It would be worse. Okay, cool. So what's stopping you from actually making the decision now? Truly nothing, except for fear, which is yourself holding you back. And coming from a place of conviction where I've made the decision many times. I've invested over 5 figures into myself, into mentorship, into traveling, to network, etc. I've made those investments, so it comes from a place of conviction. It's like being on a fitness offer. If you're a fatty and you're telling people how to lose weight, it's like, it's misaligned. So coming from a place of conviction, because I used to be 40 kilos overweight and I've lost the weight, and I know how good it feels to be comfortable in my own skin, to be confident, to live a healthy lifestyle. I come with that conviction, but I also come with the conviction of betting on myself, investing into myself, knowing that without that investment, yes, I could make it happen regardless, because I'm a high agency individual. However, it will take longer, and I don't want to miss those opportunities. So this is just a little bit of a journal or blurb in terms of, yeah, I'm nervous to go to Brazil. It's my first time outside of Australia ever. I've only been from Melbourne to Gold Coast, and this will be my first time outside of Australia. I'm traveling alone, and then I'm traveling with a mate, like when we're down there and we're going to different places, because we're going from Melbourne to Rio, from Rio to Sao Paulo, from Sao Paulo to Buzios, and then from Buzios back to Rio. the Jesus statue, very cool. But point being, like, never been outside of it. That's outside of my comfort zone. Spending the money outside of my comfort zone. However, the pain of staying the same and not doing it, way worse, man. The pain of regret. People think the pain of discipline, the cost of discipline is a lot. Wait till you get that bill of regret, man. So, if you're watching this right now, you're watching a 19-year-old just rented a car on his way to get a sick cut from his G, from his old mate, J Cuts. Go for your dreams, man. Just do it. What's the worst case? You end up like everyone else? The worst case is you go back to square one and you just rebuild again. Life is a video game. It's your opportunity to, and your responsibility to take every opportunity that you physically can. God's given you these opportunities, so make it happen. Bless.